Folks, the people are rising up. We are seeing stunning images right now at hundreds and hundreds of Tesla locations throughout the United States, throughout Canada, throughout the world, of people protesting Elon Musk, Doge, and the Trump regime.
You had Tim Walz, who's a huge jerk, running around on stage with the Tesla stock price where the stock price had gone in half.
But hell yeah, I take a Tesla. But now them shits is cheap. We appreciate it. So again, you're failing because your intentions weren't right.
This is our Tesla takedown here in Schaumburg, Illinois. There are some crappy Trumpers across the way, but way more true Americans here defending our Constitution, our democracy, and our rule of law. So I'm just giving you an idea. This goes on and on. There's a lot of people here getting a lot of attention out here, and a lot of honking. Got to go. Hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk. That's the other stupid side. It's really nice turnout. People who really care about our country, what's happening, and who want to defend our democracy. We've got music going. We got lots and lots of people, way more than Trump's side has. And all the honking is really on our side here. So this is what we look like when we're defending democracy. This is what we look like when we stand together. These are people united with all different concerns about our country, but they're all here to stand up and defend our freedom. And this here's the end down here. So,
remember when Elon Musk was the untouchable tech genius? The real-life Iron Man, the disruptor, the rocket-launching, meme-posting billionaire set on saving the planet one Tesla at a time? Well, that shine is wearing off. Right now, Musk isn't soaking up admiration or chasing Mars dreams. He's facing backlash. And not just online. Across the world, people are protesting Tesla and calling out the very man they once saw as a visionary. This isn't just an American thing. The criticism is going global, spreading as fast as one of his viral tweets. The message? Elon, what happened?
We have some big news right now. Protests have broken out nearly across the country. More than 200 protests are planned today for a global day of action, specifically targeting Tesla because of Elon Musk's senior advisorship in the White House. Now, mainstream media isn't covering it, but I will. There are 200 protests planned around the country. Organizers are calling it a global day of action, part of the Tesla takedown campaign. And the goal, according to organizers, is to disrupt Tesla's financial standing by urging people to sell their Teslas. All of these are meant to be peaceful protests, nonviolent protests across the country. And it's already seeing results. In New York, 2 state officials have announced that they'll be introducing legislation next week to investigate the terms of a state-owned factory in Buffalo, New York, where Tesla currently is leasing. There are thousands of protesters across the country, specifically at Tesla dealerships right now.
Libs, I was always told to never bet against America. Let's talk about it. So currently all the liberals are going out there and selling their Teslas. What they're finding out is other individuals are snatching those shits right on up as soon as they get on the lot. If you paid attention to Tesla stocks, it's slowly creeping back up. So to the left, how are you sticking it to Elon? So basically he bought this expensive ass vehicle and it's being bought up at a fraction of the price. See, us on the right, we never had a problem with electric vehicles. What we had a problem was the mandates, telling us what we can and cannot buy, telling us that we don't have the option of a gas-powered vehicle. But hell yeah, I take a Tesla. But now them shits is cheap. We appreciate it. So again, you're failing because your intentions weren't right. I will say this, I never thought about buying a Tesla because they was too damn high. But damn, look at them damn prices. Shit, I'll be a fool not to snatch up one. I like a deal. Hell, you'll see my black ass at a yard sale, a swap meet, flea market. But now that the left don't like Tesla, the right thinks Tesla's more patriotic than it's ever been. Hell yeah, I'ma snatch up one. Appreciate it.
Elon veered from futurist entrepreneur to full-blown Trump supporter. Not exactly ideal branding for a guy selling $70,000 electric sedans to liberal tech bros and yoga moms. He backed Trump's campaign like it was another moonshot, and for the cherry on top, he took a role in something called Doge. No, not the meme coin, though he probably wishes it had that kind of popularity. This was the Department of Government Efficiency, a Trump-created unit aimed at slashing federal spending. And how did Elon execute that mission? By cutting thousands of federal jobs. Longtime public servants, gone. The kicker? A lot of them were MAGA voters. Yep, people who voted for Trump, maybe even tweeted, "Elon is the future," got pink slips thanks to the guy they helped elect. It's like buying front-row concert tickets only to get kicked out by the band for cheering too loud. But here's what really stings. These weren't just nameless bureaucrats. They were janitors, analysts, engineers, people with families, mortgages, dreams. People who believed in the American promise of hard work paying off, now left explaining to their kids why mom or dad doesn't go to work anymore.
Folks, the people are rising up. We are seeing stunning images right now at hundreds and hundreds of Tesla locations throughout the United States, throughout Canada, throughout the world, of people protesting Elon Musk, Doge, and the Trump regime. These protests are called the Tesla takedown protests, and people are making their voices heard. Reports say that there could be up to 500 protests happening today worldwide. It should be clear by now that things are only going to get worse for Elon Musk. Things are only going to get worse for Tesla. People are not going to forgive, and they are not going to forget.
Oh my God, you guys. This is this week's Tesla protest. Fucking huge! Check this out! I'm in Old Town, Pasadena. Just look.
Trying again.
It is bizarre.
I'm glad about that because I don't do something.
Sell your Tesla!
And that's only one side of the street. Whole other side of the street covered with as many people. Oh my God, you guys! Go to a Tesla takedown if you've never been to one. Absolutely incredible. You want to see the other side of the street?
Excellent. Love that flag.
Watch out, there's cars coming. Fucking awesome.
Meanwhile, Elon's tweeting about free speech and super intelligent cats, and now he's claiming Democrats lack empathy. Let's be clear, this is the same guy who once called empathy a weakness. In an interview with Joe Rogan, he dismissed empathy as a fundamental flaw of Western civilization, and now he's upset that no one sympathizes with him.
You had Tim Walz, who's a huge jerk, right, you know, running around on stage with the Tesla stock price where the stock price had gone in half, and he was overjoyed. What an evil thing to do! What a creep! What a jerk! Like who derives joy from that? And
this is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw.
So I just left the rally. Thousands of people here at the Tesla dealership. I'll post some pictures later and some video. It was outstanding. But when I left, there was one of these MAGA Christians that had a microphone and Jesus and God, and I said, "Can I ask you a question, sir?" And there was a group of people, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys just listen to me for a second? I want you to hear this." And I said, "Sir, do you believe that God saved Donald Trump?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Oh, so you believe that God saved a man who sexually abuses women, but sat on his butt during the Holocaust when 7 million Jews lost their lives? What kind of religion do you have, sir?" And his brain shut down. You could see the sand in the gearbox, and it was just kind of like, meow. And they went to what they always do. Oh, you're walking away. Oh, you don't want to argue. Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's what they want. I was walking with a group of people afterwards, and I'm like, it's killing him that I'm not going to argue with him. See, that's what they want. These little boys peaked in high school. They were cool in high school, and now they feel like they're losers. They feel like they're not the cool kid anymore. And Donald Trump makes them feel like the cool kid back in high school. They don't have critical thinking skills. They just want to constantly battle and argue and own the libs. And then, about 10 minutes before, one of these MAGA guys came up to a lady, and she was really nice, and she was with her mom who was elderly. And he started talking to her. And I can tell by her body language, and I was talking to somebody else, and I'm like, "Sorry, give me a second." I could tell that something wasn't right. And she was trying to keep looking away, and I could tell she didn't want to talk to him. And I walked up there, and I'm like, "Sir, I'm pretty sure she asked you very nicely that she doesn't want to talk to you." "Well, I just had a question." "She doesn't have to answer your question." "Why does she have to answer your question, sir?" "Don't you believe in freedom of speech?" "Yes." I'm like, "Then I'm going to politely ask you to leave her alone and respect her freedom of speech." And he looked at me, and he shook my hand, and he walked away. And she goes, "Thank you, sir, for speaking up." And I made a point of saying, "I just want you to know, like, I'm not doing this because I don't think you can speak up for yourself, but because I grew up with a mom who was mistreated. So when I see these weak men trying to push women around, because that's what they do. They went around and try to talk and argue with all the women, not the men, because they don't view them as equals. They view that they can just push them around. So that was my experience. So, men, it is up to us to do this fight. I cannot tell you how many people that I talked to that were very respectful. And he goes, "It has to be men in your demographic. It has to be white men that fight this fight." And they're right. When you listen to the people on here and on social media that say the 90% are tired, you're right. When you're asking, where's Kamala Harris? This isn't her fight. We didn't pick her. It's our fight. We created the patriarchy. My demographic has maintained the patriarchy, and it's our mess to pick up. I hope that explains the 92% for people that didn't understand it. It has to come from people that look like me, because every Trump supporter looked like me. They were wearing army boots, camouflage, big American flags, the standard man with a small penis that's fueled by toxic masculinity who's insecure about their manhood. Anyway, I'll post the videos later. But I love that people are out here protesting. It makes my heart good.
Sir, you fired people without warning, toyed with conspiracy theories, and used your platform to tank entire companies. But sure, tell us more about how unfair life is to you. Here's what Elon seems to have forgotten, or maybe never understood. Empathy isn't weakness. It's what holds society together. It's why people cared in the first place, not just because of cool car doors, but because Tesla stood for something. It was hope on wheels, a smarter, cleaner, more ethical future. But when you start fueling chaos and treating workers like budget lines, people stop seeing you as the future. They see just another billionaire who lost sight of who got him there. So, Mr. Musk, if empathy is for the weak, what do you call pleading for support from the very people you laid off? What do you call attacking customers, journalists, and lawmakers who dare question your decisions? Maybe real strength isn't in cutting jobs from behind a desk. It's in the people outside, protesting, organizing, refusing to be silenced. Now, the big question, has Elon finally wrecked his own brand? Or is this just another twist in the Musk roller coaster? Drop your take in the comments. We're all waiting to hear it. And if this story got you thinking, laughing, or yelling at your screen, hit that like button and subscribe. Trust me, the next one might shock you even more.